Today for this video, I wanted to show you my tips and tricks on how I display all my merch in a compact space. Right now, I'm prepping for Toronto Comic Con, which comes with a 6 by 2 foot table. And as I have a lot of stuff, I need to use every inch available. The table I have here is actually a bit bigger than the actual space I have, but I measured out 6 by 2 feet. My laser cutter is on the side to block off the extra space on my table. I think the most useful and important item in my setup are these mini pegboards. These are from Syria and I found them at Omomo in Canada. But you can also find small pegboards on Amazon or cut up a large pegboard that you can find at a hardware store like Home Depot. I think at Home Depot, large pegboards are really cheap. I really like these because these are very lightweight and small, so I can easily bring them to conventions. When looking for convention setups, I try to make everything as light and small as possible. Otherwise, it's very difficult to bring stuff everywhere. I'm going to be connecting a few of these together to create a giant pegboard. For this, I'm going to be using these pegboards, these black connectors, L brackets, and screws and nuts. I'll link all of the items down below in the description. Although I'm linking what I used in the description, when you're getting your connectors and your L brackets, make sure that the hole size matches your pegboard, and also make sure that the distance between the holes also match the distance between the holes in the pegboards when you're connecting them together as well. It should be quite sturdy, but if it isn't, you can use zip ties to make it tighter. For the L brackets, these go at the bottom so they can attach to the table. Doing all the setup definitely makes con prep and setup much longer, but I think it's definitely worth it. I like using a pegboard to display my things because with displaying my items vertically, I have a lot more table space in front. Also, I like to be able to put multiples of each item on the pegboard so customers can grab what they would like easily. I find that many people, including me, don't really like to talk, and this makes everything a lot more easier and comfier when you're shopping. Just be more careful about theft when you're doing this because this definitely also makes it easier for people to grab and go as well. To attach the pegboards to the table, I'm using these small trigger clamps. There we go. I attached 12 pegboards to create a big pegboard. I didn't do it right here, but you can also use zip ties to make the pegboards more even so it doesn't look all wobbly. On the other side of my table, I'm going to be using these grid racks to create an L shape so I can hang my bags and accessories. To attach this grid wire rack to my table, I used trigger clamps again, but you can also use zip ties as well. Also, I made sure to leave a little opening in between my two vertical structures so I can use it to stick my face there, you know, to like handle money and to talk to customers. Time to fill up the pegboard. For the pegboard, I use it to put my enamel pins, my acrylic charms, and my sticker sheets. Now that we have so much table space, I can easily display my other items such as my pin book, my journals, and my cups. With the table space, it's very important to try to layer your display vertically so that everything is easily visible. I'm using an IKEA drawer insert here as a riser, but any box will do. Something I found super duper useful for conventions are these drawer separators. These are so lightweight and so compact, and they're perfect to carry around. I make them into little boxes, and then I use them to carry my coasters, my magnets, and other small items that don't fit on the pegboard. For my mini vinyl stickers, I'm using these makeup eyeshadow display boxes, and I think they're super duper useful as well. They're the perfect size. After choosing all my display items, it's time to Tetris all the items onto the table. These acrylic trays are perfect size for washi tapes. I'll link them below. As you can see here, I'm also using a lot of racks to elevate my items, so it's more easy for the eye to flow down and see everything on the table. If you look on Amazon or any display store, there are so many grid rack accessories that are perfect for putting bags and other accessories on display. And that's it. I didn't populate my basement mock-up that much, so I'm going to show footage from my previous pop-up shop that shows all my items on display. The setup at the pop-up was slightly different from the basement, but you get the idea. I hope that this video was somewhat helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching!